Fabulous Friday. We made it through a whole week. Wow, we did. It's amazing. And it's about 5:37 in the morning here in Colorado, and it is July 27th. And it is indeed Fabulous Friday. Yesterday turned out to be quite a corker. Quite intriguing, actually. I was inspired rather late in the day for me, because I get up early, to do readings for a cause. And it was quite cute, quite fun. Lots of new people discovered what we do. Lots of new people joined us. Lots of new people helped. And that is so deeply and sincerely appreciated. I got inspired because there was a horse that got burned somehow. Don't know how, doesn't matter how. Matters that he got safe and he's not on a kill buyer's lot anymore. As of this morning, he's in quarantine and all of his needs will be met. But that led to an entirely different discussion afterwards. I had the audacity, I know, of posting his picture without explanation while I was doing the live. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't have time to sit and type the whole story, and I'll explain it when I'm done on the post. Well, readings for cause went quite long, almost, I think it was close to an hour. And so in the interim, some people, not realizing I was live, saw his picture, saw the burn marks, and flipped out. And their response and their reaction, well, that's their karma, not mine. Suffice to say, it made me go live again and explain his story. And I ended up doing a card pull for the horse. It's quite fun, actually. I've never done a card pull for a horse before, but it came up so beautifully. It was, well, it was just beautiful. If you want to go see it, it's marked on my Facebook page, and the title on it is Well, Well, Well. I just got on my little old soapbox and had a good time. So, it was rather intriguing, actually. I did have, like I said, quite a blast. And to each their own, you know? To each their own indeed. Well, with that note, I decided this morning that I was going to get things done kind of early. Got lots to do today. And I said, what deck am I going to use? And I went, perfect. It's the perfect answer. It's like, I put this into prayer, make sure that it's always for the best, for your higher self, for my higher self, that it resonates with you, that it empowers you, that it strengthens you, that it uplifts you, and that it brings you joy. So, what deck are we going to be using today for all that? Healing with the Angels. Doreen's first deck, Doreen Virtue. Of course, it's published by Hay House. It's a simple deck, it's a straightforward deck, it's a gentle deck in many ways. It can be very powerful, but it's just the perfect match. It really is. Ah, wow. It's a little too early to kind of determine the weather we're going to have today. It was raining a lot last night. Again, major thunderstorms last night. The rain I'm not going to argue with. I still have not had a chance to follow up on the wildfires here in Colorado, and I'm hoping this week of rain has really helped the firefighters. I always get concerned for them and the people. I did see the fires, the forest fires in California this morning. It's getting to the point of being like downright scary. Lots of people being evacuated. It's very close to cities in some places, and I always feel sorry for the people and the animals and the wildlife that are affected by these horrific forest fires. I heard last night Australia's in a drought scenario. So many parts of the world are in a drought scenario. It's like, Lord, please, we need rain to help not only the firefighters, but the people the animals, and the wildlife. Looks like today's going to be a 4-card read. And the very first card is, like I said, very powerful deck. And here's your first card. Forgiveness. And so God, His Son, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, your angels that surround you, your guides, your loved ones, all coming together this morning to talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness is such a very, very powerful emotion. This is one of the emotions we need to pay attention to. Not the anger, not the bitter, not the worry, not the concern. Forgiveness. Whether it's for yourself or for someone else, for something else. Whether it's from the past or whether it's in this present moment. I've said this, I don't know, maybe 1,000 times in the last year and a half or two. Forgiveness does not mean that you accept nor condone the behavior of yourself or someone else or something else. It means that whatever was done no longer has control over you. You don't have to walk up to the person and say, I forgive you. But you need to mean it from the heart, from the soul, and speak it out loud to the universe. Doesn't have to be an attachment to it, doesn't have to be a why, doesn't have to be a reason, doesn't have to be a cause. Whatever it is, you need to speak it from the soul and then let it go. In that letting go process, it means you no longer bring to your thoughts the cause, the why, the how. It is done. It is now in the past, not to be dealt with again. This gives you room. This gives you room for love. This gives you room for feeling soulfully connected. And yeah, Miss Sue from Soulfully Connecting, a wonderful website. But it's true, this allows you to be soulfully connected with your higher self, with your divine intelligence, with your divine guidance, with your guides, with your angels. Forgiveness. Okay. You know I have these face down, right? Okay, just so you know that. I place them face down so I see them as you see them. And the next one is divine guidance. Okay, and that's part of it. When you make the room, you are now allowing the divine guidance to enter into this non-chaotic, excuse me, space. You have cleansed the space around you. It takes the burden off your heart. It takes the burden off your soul. It takes the burden off your mind and cleanses it so that you can now hear, see, feel, taste, touch, sense, understand the divine guidance you're being given. Excuse me. Don't want to keep doing that. Ever since I soulfully connected with Dodger the Burned Horse, it's been affecting me as well. And yes, that is part of energy healing. Your next card's pretty darn gone special. Friendship. Whoa. If you have good friends, true friends, loyal friends, first things first, make sure that you're also that to them. To care completely, to care wholeheartedly, to develop your like-minded tribe. Having one good friend is better than 100 associates, 1,000 associates on Facebook. True friendship means you would lay down your life for your friend, regardless of how they look, how they talk, how they think, regardless of their circumstances, regardless if they're tall, short, fat, thin, skinny, poor, rich, doesn't matter. None of those things, none of those earthly things matter. Be a true friend and accept true friendship. Otherwise, you've got a ton of associates. And I have a ton of associates, but I have a handful of friends. Treat them lovingly, treat them well. That is something I want to talk about while I'm here, too. Every single day on Facebook, I get friend requests. I'm very selective about who I accept as friends on Facebook. Excuse me. And it doesn't mean that I don't like you. It just means if I classify you as a friend on Facebook, then you are an important part of my life. I have a ton of fans and I have a ton of followers. And I appreciate and sincerely love each and every one of them. But I'm very selective about who I have as my friends. So if we're going to be doing a reading, a lot of people do that by mistake. Because I say send me a private message through Facebook Messenger, and rather than doing that, they click the friend request, and I click it while the reading is going to be going on, because it's the only way to get the message through to them, or I will refuse it and then send them a private message. So please do not take this personally when I decline your friendship request. Because like I said, friendship is truly special. Last card. Wow, she's back. Not really surprised, especially after what's been going on this week. Surrender and release. This is part of forgiveness as well. Surrender and release, in another way to say it, my way to say it, let go and let God. Please notice she's hanging on to this vase, this water carrier, water being emotion, and there's a crack in the vase, and the water keeps spilling out. Yet she's hanging on to it very desperately. It's clenched to her breast. It's hanging on to it. Surrender the cracked vase. Surrender the pain. Surrender the past parts that are still bothering you, that are keep coming up. Let go and let God. Release the pain. Put it into prayer. Call upon God, His Son, the Holy Spirit, your angels to help you with this. So many times we don't let go because of fear. We're afraid we're not going to make it on our own. We're afraid we're not going to be smart enough, tall enough, short enough, thin enough, wise enough to make it on our own. Sometimes we hang on to things that we shouldn't be hanging on to. Again, this has been a month of declutter. Let go of that which no longer serves you. This could mean an object. This could mean a friend, supposedly. This could mean a partner. This could mean a lifestyle. This could mean a habit. What is no longer serving you? Can you do without it? Knowing that as a child of God, who is loved unconditionally as you are, you can accomplish anything. Does that which no longer serves you hold you back from experiencing life at its fullest? Surrender and release. Wow. And I'm going to surrender and release this reading. I still have my sale going on, and I love it. Thank you all so very, very much. The website is houseofangelcardreadings.com, Half-hour reading, only $25. 1 hour reading, only $45. I love doing live readings. I really do. And I got asked this yesterday in the middle of my readings for cause. I got a phone call. And yes, I love doing group mediumship readings. Whether you're here local or not, we can do it through Messenger. We can do it through Skype. We can do it all kinds of different ways. You can have people at your home, no matter where you live in the world, and I can go, hi, just like this, through the power of the internet. And we can do mediumship readings that way. And yes, they are just the same as my being there live and in person. If I can do energy healing sitting here in Colorado all the way to Australia, India, Ireland, England, we can do mediumship. I've been doing it for way too long, way too many decades. Won't say way too long, way too many decades now to not say that this is possible. It is a beautiful and a wonderful thing. So again, on that note, it's Fabulous Friday. Have a beautiful and a special day. Thank you for helping my Facebook page grow. It is deeply and sincerely appreciated. With this one, forgive, follow your divine guidance, be aware of your friends, and be a good friend, and let go and let God. Namaste.